CBS 8 is working for you. We've learned a class action lawsuit is in the works against State Farm Insurance for denying water damage claims. Good evening, I'm Marcella Lee.
And I'm Anna Laurel, and for Carlo Cicchetto. CBS 8's David Godfredson has been working on this all week. He interviewed homeowners in the past week who were denied by State Farm. Now, a local attorney is taking action.
It's about 75% of the claims in California.
Water leak damage claims are being denied at an alarming rate by State Farm, according to David Melzer, a public adjuster who advocates for homeowners.
In 2019, they came out with an updated policy that's very ambiguous.
State Farm's updated homeowners policy language says losses not insured include leakage of water that occurs or develops over a period of time and is continuous.
Most other insurance policies actually specifically state a leak ongoing for 14 days or more is excluded, but State Farm's policy has now just become any ongoing leak, whatever that is.
Chula Vista homeowner Mark Matthews says a State Farm adjuster denied his water damage claim even though he had a plumber's report saying the pipe in the wall suddenly started leaking.
He did his photos, his measurements, and his observations, and then he said, no, State Farm will not cover any of this because, according to him, this was been continuously going on.
I started working to find a solution and found a La Jolla attorney in the early stages of a class action lawsuit against State Farm. It may hinge on that State Farm phrase, over a period of time.
It's a very vague phrase that's in their policy, and they're using that to just deny claims outright.
Attorney Eric Jenkins says State Farm stopped writing new homeowners policies about a year ago, and that's when he saw a sudden increase in water damage claim denials.
The adjusters seem to have a more cavalier attitude about denying the claims. These adjusters have a duty to act fairly in adjusting the claims, but State Farm saying, well, we're not going to cover your claim, and if you don't like it, you can take us to court.
I specifically asked State Farm about recent changes in its homeowners policies. The company responded in part, it's important to note that every claim is unique and not all losses are covered by insurance. Our commitment to paying what we owe has not changed. If you want more information on that class action lawsuit that's in the works against State Farm, we've posted it at CBS8.com. Working for you, David Godfredson, CBS 8.
Thanks, David. And here at CBS 8, we do want to help solve problems that affect you and your community. If there's an issue you'd like us to look into, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com. A former San Diego County Sheriff's deputy who pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter in the shooting death of an unarmed man faces new federal charges tonight. The indictment against Aaron Russell includes charges of discharging a firearm in relation to a crime of violence. If convicted of these new charges, Russell could face life in prison. He served a 1-year sentence plus probation for voluntary manslaughter in the death of Nicholas Bills 4 years ago. The San Diego County District Attorney initially charged Russell with second-degree murder. Russell shot Bills multiple times in the back as Bills was running away after he partially slipped out of handcuffs and tried to escape custody.
11 San Diego Unified School District police officers are suing the district and the department for discrimination and retaliation. The lawsuit was filed late last year.
Today, CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes was inside the courtroom as the case went before a judge. She joins us live now with the very latest. Kirsten, what happened in court today?
Yeah, today was more like a check-in for the judge and attorneys on both sides to see exactly when this case will go to trial. At issue for those 11 San Diego Unified School District police officers is the relationship they say their chief had with another officer, which they say led to a hostile work environment.
This is a CMC. When are you folks going to be ready to try this case?
That's Judge Gregory Pollack in court asking attorneys for the officer suing the district and the district's police department for an update. The attorneys representing San Diego Unified School District say,
I believe with the number of plaintiffs involved and the number of issues that are going to be presented to the court, and I think there is going to be a lot of electronic discovery, I do believe, Your Honor, this case will be one of those that will require additional time and quite extensive time for discovery to occur.
Attorneys representing the officers say
individual plaintiffs do have their own claims for harassment, discrimination, and retaliation.
the officers say the district and its chief created a hostile work environment and promoted an officer who was in a relationship with the chief over other more qualified candidates. Chandler Roth is one of the attorneys representing the officers suing the district and its chief of police.
This is an 11 plaintiff case that primarily states a claim for a hostile work environment based on sexual favoritism.
Friday's court appearance was mainly about scheduling for the case.
We're going to come back in November of 2025, hopefully with a bunch of discovery conducted and a better plan of when the case will be ready to go to trial. And at that point, the court will likely give us dates for when discovery must be finished, when all motions must be filed, and when we'll report for trial.
Next in this case, another hearing is scheduled for November 14th, 2025. Reporting for CBS 8, I'm Kirsten Holmes. Back to you.
All right, Kirsten, thank you. In Orange County, police say a man who shot and killed a UPS driver in Irvine was another UPS employee. Investigators say the two men knew one another, but the nature of their relationship still isn't clear. Expedito Cuesta de Leon was found shot to death inside his truck yesterday afternoon. About 3 hours later, Rahian Fontanoza was arrested after a SWAT standoff 15 miles away. Police still don't know a motive. UPS released a statement earlier today saying it's cooperating with the investigation.
May is Water Safety and Drowning Prevention Month. It comes as new statistics show drownings are on the rise.
CBS 8's Shannon Handy has more on the numbers and what the city of San Diego is doing to ensure kids are water safe heading into summer.
According to the CDC, over the past decade, drownings have gone up by the hundreds each year, and that's especially true among people of color. At the City Heights Rec Center today, dozens of San Diego Unified students got out of a classroom and into the pool. It's part of the district's effort to ensure kids know how to swim by providing free lessons.
This is San Diego. Every young person in this city should grow up knowing how to be safe and knowing how to swim, but also knowing that swimming can be part of your life.
Right now, 1,000 students across 20 schools are taking part in the program as part of its partnership with the City of San Diego. You can also access free water safety books and online classes through the Red Cross as well as at city libraries. In addition, the city has teamed up with the Prevent Drowning Foundation of San Diego to raise awareness and provide water safety programs for those who have limited means and exposure.
Sorry.
The foundation's president, Ronan Gray, knows about the importance of water safety all too well after his daughter spent 8 days in a coma when she was left unattended in a neighbor's hot tub back in 2004.
My daughter survived, and it's hard for me to talk about this 20 years later. But I can't imagine the pain other families who weren't as lucky as mine.
Drowning is the leading cause of death for children under the age of 5, and the numbers are rising. According to the CDC, last decade, the number of accidental drownings stayed pretty constant with roughly 4,000 per year. But in this decade, that number has risen by 500 or 600 each year. The most dramatic rises are among preschool-aged children, where drowning rates jump 30%. It's risen the same among Black people, who represent the highest number of both kids and adults who don't know how to swim.
Didn't know nothing about swimming, how to get it in the water.
Vivian Stansel didn't learn how to swim until she was 50. The 77-year-old, who is blind, went on to become an Olympic swimmer in the Senior National Games. She now runs a foundation in Riverside teaching kids how to swim.
It's very important.
Experts say aside from taking advantage of free lessons and education, always ensure an adult is watching when your child is near water and make sure they're wearing a properly fitted life jacket. Shannon Handy, CBS 8.
The unemployment rate went down in San Diego County last month. That's according to the California Employment Development Department. The unemployment rate in April was 4.1%. In March, it was 4.4%. In April 2023, the unemployment rate was lower at 3.2%. San Diego County's rate in April is also lower than the California rate, but it is higher than the national average.
Ronald McDonald House Charities here in San Diego is getting ready for Red Shoe Day next week.
Team captains picked up their supplies today, including those signature red shoes. Next Wednesday, May 22nd, more than 650 volunteers will be stationed at 85 different intersections across the county. That's from Chula Vista up to San Marcos. Volunteers will be out from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Look out for them and donate. Still ahead tonight, disturbing new video purportedly of a music mogul superstar physically attacking his girlfriend.
Plus, they're called junk fees, and they're creeping up on your restaurant check. But are they legal? We verify.
Yeah, well, that cloud cover's been creeping in all day, and so we did have a little bit of a partial clearing by the late afternoon hours, and now we're waiting, just watching the clouds roll right back in again. Your complete weekend forecast is ahead.
And up next, another historic day on Wall Street.